was a very hard race. The sweat was pouring into our eyes. We need to do more.
We are the outlaws.
After a collision, great competition, great entertainment. What do you want more?
...2024 UIM XCAT World Champions, the defending world champions, are in third for this second Grand Prix. You're doing well, huh?
We remain sane in every session. This is important kind of our attention.
Oh, crazy,
This is important kind of our championship. Remain sane. Remain the boat in a good way. Finish every race and catch every points every race.
Consistency.
This is the first, of course.
Yeah.
I'm really happy because I fight with best team again, number 8 and number 7.
Yeah.
We are together close for the first gate. They are really nice boys. They are really clean. They are really professional. I'm really happy to back again with them. And nothing more. Well, this morning we catch the third position in the last 8 minutes because we fixed some problems on the engines, but we are really good.
And now, second Grand Prix, mate.
Yes, we try to do our best because on the rough we are not ready yet because we don't have a set of props that is not coming from last World Championship. But we can fight, we can manage.
This is it. It's a long year.
Yes,
it's a long year.
Quiet. Be happy.
Well done, mate. Well done. 2024 defending champions there, boat number 96, HPI Fujairah Racing Team. They will be heading out and starting in third position for this second Grand Prix here in Fujairah in the UAE. And you were just hearing there, just Rosario talking about consistency, picking up points, being ready to take advantage of opportunities or maybe other people's mistakes. But that has to be an elite mindset, and that is why they are defending champions. So Rosario and Giuseppe Schiano the Cola in the cockpit of boat number 96 there, HPI Fujairah Racing Team. Hello everybody and welcome to the dry pit of this XCAT World Championship. Admittedly, this is not the traditional place that you will find me opening an XCAT Grand Prix, but there is a good reason for it. So, behind me, you might be able to see boat number 9, Sharjah, the winner from yesterday's opening Grand Prix, both here in Fujairah and the 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship. Well, during qualifying this morning, it was that boat there, number 9, that ended up inverted. Not anything we ever really want to see, but they did end up capsized. Don't worry, the crew are perfectly fine, they are perfectly safe, which is obviously the most important thing that we worry about. But what they're doing now is frantically trying to get that XCAT ready to head out for competition. Now, because of the way that the championship works, we do allow up to half an hour for the crews to get into ship shape, spick and span condition. So this is part of the rules and regs. So I see Martin of Team GB walking past, not particularly fond of the idea of talking to us, which is fair enough. So what we're going to do is, rather than me natter and talk at you for potentially up to the next 20-30 minutes, what we wanted to do was bring you this update, show you what's going on as they're desperately trying to get the engine covers back on those 2 Mercury ROS 400 engines, which it looks like they might do, which is amazing considering the state that the XCAT was in after it ended up the wrong way round. We're going to go to a break, so back to your waiting screens, and then when we come back, that is when we will be starting this second Grand Prix of the Fujairah Grand Prix here in the UAE.
It was a very hard race. The sweat was pouring into our eyes.
Power isn't special. We don't fit on your canvas. We burn it all to
We need to do more.
'cause we are the outlaws.
Collision. Great competition, great entertainment. What do you want more?
It was a very hard race. The sweat was pouring into our eyes.
Power isn't special. We don't fit on your canvas. We burn it all to
We need to do more.
'cause we are the outlaws.
A collision. Great competition. Great entertainment. What do you want more?
And as you can see, boat number 9, Sharjah, are being lowered into the water. They were given a discretionary 20 or so minutes to do the final bits of repair on their XCAT, which we were lucky enough to catch earlier. So Sharjah will be on the starting grid, which is absolutely magnificent, because obviously we want to see as many XCATs out there as possible. It's also quite a triumph of engineering. Saw Sean Torrente and Mikel absolutely hammering, and Constantine just really working on those engines. They weren't just sitting by and watching their engineers do what they needed to do. They were in there getting their hands dirty. So well done, a real team effort. Of course, so what it does mean is we have had a bit of a delay. But nonetheless, where are they? Where are they gone? Oh, they're actually in. Wonderful job. Okay, so Sharjah drama aside, and well played to them, we will see how they go on from here. We have the rest of the qualifiers to go. So you have HPI Fujairah Racing Team. They start in third, boat number 96. Of course, the defending champions behind me, Faz Marine, boat number 3. They had a pretty good qualifying, I think it's fair to say. So come with me as we have a little bit of a tour of this pontoon. I'm going to skip along and be brave, I think, skipping around without really being able to see anything behind me. That was a nice jump. How you finding the new engines?
Yeah.
You like?
Yeah, too much, because nothing happened, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
no headache.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Good race, okay?
Sure.
Take care of yourself. So we've got boat number 17 running those 2 Mercury 300s that we spoke about across the weekend, part of the development of the sport, which is fantastic. And then of course we have the victory duo. So we have boat number 33 getting into the motion of the ocean and getting used to being part of this XCAT paddock, and our pole sitter, boat number 7 of victory team with Asa Al Ali and Salim Al Adidi. They put in a wonderful set of laps to start today's second Grand Prix here in Fujairah in pole position, wonderfully streaming it all together. So we've had the whistle for the white flag, which means we've got about, I'd say about 10 minutes or so before they get the green flag and head out, which gives us a bit of time to get up close and personal with these fantastic machines. And this is Energima, boat number 55. We spoke about them across the weekend, brand new team to the XCAT Championship this year. They didn't go out for pole position qualifying. They didn't want to really take any risks with their XCAT, which I fully appreciate. But they did race during the first Grand Prix here in Fujairah, and they managed to collect points. They finished 70% of the race. They walked away with 12 points, which could end up being very significant as we make our way through this championship season. Catching up with Erik Sundblad Johansson earlier, and he was chatting about getting out there, doing the best that he can alongside Marit Stromoy, and seeing just where today's race takes them. Second race of a Grand Prix weekend usually means some of the XCATs are carrying a little bit of damage and bits of issues. So yeah, interesting to see just how they get on. So Victory starting on pole, and then Team GB are over there, not on the pontoon. They were popped in a little later than the rest of the boats, not quite as late as Sharjah, and we will see how they get on during today's Grand Prix. Now, if you're wondering how the last race went, the first Grand Prix of both 2025 and here in Fujairah, let me hand over to some highlights from the first race here in Fujairah. Race day here on the opening weekend of the 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship. You're back in an XCAT, here with Sharjah. You managed to get a bit of time out in the XCAT already, and of course pole position. You didn't do too badly, did you? Let's be honest.
I'm a firm believer that the competition doesn't matter. You do what you do, and you do the best you can do, and you have a plan, and you try to execute that plan, and if you do that well, or at least in my history, if I do that well, I generally come out on top, so that's okay. And that's what we're trying to do.
We wait with bated breath to see this first start of 2025. A host of XCATs behind, absolutely flying towards the line. And it is Sharjah that have the lead. Victory are flying up the outside. They're going to have to throttle down any moment now. What a start. This is exactly what the XCAT doctor ordered. Seb, who knows Swecat, and look at that. Sebastian Groth and Mikkel Benson absolutely hauling Faz Marine in. But it is all about that crew there. Boat number 9, Sharjah, looking aggressively on as they see that checkered flag, as they cross the line as the very first winners of 2025. It is Victory Team number 7 in second and Team GB in third. A fantastic advert for this sport.
We set up wrong, we set up for the flat. It was a lot rougher than we thought, so we just didn't have the speed, we set up wrong.
My expectations for this round is the same as any time I get in an airplane and leave my house, is to win. That's it. It's the only reason to come. If not, you stay home. That's my expectation. That's what we come to do. That's what we work for. That's what we're striving for always.
And the XCAT fleet are getting ready to head out onto the water. Got to say, it's quite a sprint from the pontoon to the commentary booth, especially on a warm day like today. It's not as glamorous as I make it look, but here we are. So there's Sharjah, the 2 Mercury RS engines. You can see it's starting. What a fantastic achievement when they were upside down earlier today. There was a fairly decent chance that they weren't going to make it, but here they are. Pace cap there, full of our officials, timing, our UIM officials, making sure that everybody does what they should be doing. And then, obviously, they will be giving us the A-OK. So let's see how we get on. And let me just take this opportunity once again to thank each and every one of you for joining us today on this Sunday afternoon for the second Grand Prix from Fujairah in the United Arab Emirates, kindly hosted by the Fujairah International Marine Sports Club here on the Gulf of Oman. I'm trying to get them started there. Looks like a battery. Yeah. Come on, they're trying to jump start it. Sean Torrenti in there. Sharjah victorious yesterday. highly unlikely to be able to recreate that today. But you never know in sport. Stranger things have happened. And they are just hanging on in there. Obviously the white flag giving everybody a certain amount of time. They can't go anywhere until the green flag is shown, so they still have a bit of time. There's 2024 champions. HPI Fujairah Racing Team, boat number 96. They had a fantastic qualifying, finishing third. And they may well be eyeing up their first win of this year. Of course, the year is so young. It's just one race old, of course. So, still plenty of time. And look at that. Just doesn't look too bad at the moment. But that is just struggling to get it going. And there is Enerjima, as we saw on the pontoon, boat 55. We have a whistle for a green flag. Now or never for the XCAT flotilla, as they head out for this second Fujairah Grand Prix in the beautiful Emirate of Fujairah in the UAE. It is a lovely day. It's somewhat windy. The wind has definitely picked up compared to a few days ago. And it's been a type of weather that might have impacted the results yesterday, but we had Sharjah just pipping Victory Team, who are on pole today, to the victory themselves. Team GB, 2023 World Champions, in third. XCAT in fourth. They did very well to get back up to fourth. Victory Team 33 ahead of Kuwait, boat number 17. 96 HPI Fujairah Team way down in seventh. Much better today if they convert their pole qualifying lap into a performance. Of course, we're missing a blue banker today, so we have 9 heading out onto the water. But here is the championship standings as they are in this very early stage of 2025. Sharjah ahead of Victory, ahead of Team GB. This will change, I assure you, more than once as we head through 2025. And Enerjima down there, just worth pointing at them with their 12 points in 8th position. As we see the beautiful shimmering blue livery of Team Victory, boat number 7 of Salim Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali. They will lead this group out. And Enerjima, boat 55, just getting ready to head out there. It was nice to catch up with Eric off camera and just have a chat about how they feel about this year. And it was looking good. Looking good. And of course we caught up with the great Marit Stromoy as well. He was so generous with her time. First time in the XCAT paddock. First time in offshore racing, I'm led to believe. But so experienced that I'm sure she will take to it like an XCAT to water. So no problems there. And there is boat number 96, HPI Fujairah Racing. And in case you needed reminding, they start on third. And you can see the times there. Down 9 seconds, the pole sitter, compared to our first qualifying session on Friday. So the conditions today are more difficult, with Victory Team GB, HPI Fujairah Racing Team Faz Marine in a very good fourth, Victory Team 33 in fifth, XCAT, and then Q8. Of course, Enerjima will join the back of the grid, as will Sharjah, as Sharjah didn't manage to finish a single lap, as they unfortunately became victim to a capsized issue. And it looks like they might not be joining this starting grid either. The arguing with the engines continue. Those Mercury 400 ROS racing engines that are very, very hardy, but when they've been flipped upside down and succumbed to a submersion, not always the easiest, as you can imagine, to get out there onto the water. And we caught up earlier, you might have seen on the pontoon, Khalid Ali very thankfully giving some of his time, and I think we all got the impression that the engines are going well, which is good, because they are a development element of this championship. So just a reminder of where we're going. This is going to be the start as the top 3 grids head into a slightly shorter first lap, 2.69 nautical miles. They'll complete 12 racing laps of 43.80 nautical miles, but that of course is made more difficult as we add 2 long laps, adding 8 nautical miles in total, giving us a race course of 54.49 nautical miles needed to be completed. Those long laps have to be taken with no less than 70%, no more of 70% of the race completed. Both have to be taken, adding a degree of complexity to this course. Sharjah still desperately trying to get onto the start line. I don't want to be the one to give them the commentator's curse, but I just wonder if they haven't quite got it ready. The Pace Cat will lead this flotilla out, and it will be all eyes on the Pace Cat as we head into this second Grand Prix here in Fujairah. They're all heading round, and then they'll head up, shoot south, and then it is, as we saw in the graphic at the top of the programme, a absolute sprint to the gates, where there is then a subtle but deliberate pull to port into the lagoon. And then as they hit the lagoon, that is where we will start to understand where this fleet are sat. It can be a little tricky to spot where everybody is and what they're up to, but I'm sure that the start will be clean and safe. So here we have the fleet heading out to the starting position, and they will be separated into their 3 grids as they prepare to about turn and shoot back towards the race course. Victory there, boat number 7, just keeping themselves alert. You can see there just how spread out the fleet are. It does take up quite a lot of room actually. We do need a fair amount of space to run one of these Grand Prix, so thanks very much to all the authorities for making this possible here in Fujairah and the UAE. We would literally not be able to do it without everybody that supports this championship, so thank you very much to all the workers, the Coast Guard, the police and everybody else that makes this possible, so thank you. And the second Grand Prix is going to be a belter. Now we will leave Fujairah with a championship table, but last year a reminder that the winners of 2024's UIM XCAT World Championship, well, they won by 6 solitary points. HPI Fujairah Racing Team from Swekat, agonisingly close, and that is why every point is crucial and critical. And you can see that they are now about to apply the about turn. It's a serene ballet at the beginning of an intense battle between these friendly foes, I would say. It's a well-natured paddock. It was a little bit scratchy yesterday, but fundamentally everybody gets on with each other, and whilst there might be the odd tough discussion, it is all washed away over a coffee. Sometimes something stronger. But here we go. The XCAT takes centre stage at this time of a Grand Prix. All important. And then once XCAT, boat number 1, does its thing, they retire into the background. Look at that. Absolute hustle and bustle of XCATs behind them. You can see now they've all spread out. And Victory getting ready. There you can just see the extent of the distance between boat 1 and boat 7. Shadows Out obviously haven't made it out there. Crying shame, but I tell you what, it does keep it interesting, but it is not what they will have wanted. But it's, from my perspective, just good to see them out of the XCAT after the accident this morning and looking healthy enough to get so close to starting this second Grand Prix here in Fujairah. So there you can see the XCATs all spread out. I said 7, I meant 8. Just too excited to count the number of fingers. So we have throttles down. We have a yellow flag, which means everybody has been in line. And now we have a green flag, which means throttle down. The second Fujairah Grand Prix is on. The battle for who will leave the UAE with the spoils is commencing. And there is an XCAT flying out from the start. Is that Victory? I suspect that it is. We've got the first 3 through the gate. We've got XCAT through the gate. HPI Fujairah Racing Team taking a wide line, trying to keep fresh water in front of them. Boat number 33 of Victory. They are flying up the outside of XCAT. Ahmed Al Fahim and Gary Ballou absolutely on fire here. They look like they're going to take HPI Fujairah Racing Team as well. Victory boat number 7 has taken a steal on the lead. Team GB are close in second. Victory boat number 33 had to take evasive action, it looks, but it is all about number 7. Victory Team are, well, perfectly poised after what was a very well-behaved start. Well done, everybody. Now it does start to become clearer. Here we see HPI Fujairah Racing have managed to keep boat 33 behind them, but 33 have managed to jump ahead of XCAT. So Victory with Team GB not miles behind. HPI Fujairah Racing Team. So it's as we started. Victory number 33, followed by XCAT. And Q8, boat number 17, managing to keep Energima at bay. Energima look like they're out there for the racing. Welcome to the party. So, what do we think of that start, folks? And as you can see, with the wind and the swell in the offshore, excellent setup. We have offshore and almost onshore to a degree where we are in the lagoon. So changeable conditions, but it looks rough. I wonder what setup these XCAT crews have gone for. Because we have quite the race ahead of us. Okay, wow, how exciting was that? Victory boat number 7, our pole sitters, not comfortably in the lead as of yet, but are in the lead nonetheless. But boat number 8 of Team GB, the 2023 World Champions, not letting this one go. I suspect they have set up for rough waters. But Isa Al Ali and Salim Al Adidi seem to have got the balance and the weight right here. They are remarkably flat, and you will see the difference in the water as soon as they round the chicane of Delta 1, as they are currently doing. You can see the breakwater just in the back there, and suddenly the water calms significantly. Not a huge amount though compared to yesterday or even this morning. There was quite the stark difference. But then you've got Victory leading the way. Team GB hot on their heels. Super poised through that corner. Echo 1, Echo 2 and Echo 3. The boys you can see in the background. Now, they won the XCAT run here on Friday. They qualified top today and qualified 4th on Friday for the first Grand Prix. Consistency wins you championships, as these two well know. But look at that. As soon as you hit the offshore segment of this course, round the first set of boys, look at it, really becomes very, very choppy. And they'll want to escape what happened to their compatriots, boat number 9, earlier today. Sharjah's management crew there, just watching on now from their position in the manager's area. Crying shame, but kudos to them for getting so close to being out. And we are in lap number 3 already. It's been no time at all since the green flag was raised and the XCATs hit the water. You can see there just the scale of this course. And there we are on board with Team GB, Scott Williams and Martin Campbell. It is in the Straits that this XCAT has its advantages. They are the biggest XCAT in the fleet, so they are all about straight line speed. And they are laser focused on the XCAT ahead of them. A lot will start to come down to the long lap strategy and whether they go for the undercut or wait for Victory to blink. It's always a fun game of mine to try and guess when the managers will call for the long lap. Given the fact that they are the only ones in the entire race, bar myself and yourselves, viewers, who can see the course in the way that we do. The cockpits offering but a letterbox view of the world around them. And there is Team GB's onshore managerial team. So the 2023 champions coming to the UAE all the way from Merseyside, right up the tippy top of England, and representing the United Kingdom here. Boat number 8. How are they faring? Are they cutting the time to boat number 7 of Victory? Well, as it stands, that gap is closing. They were 5 seconds behind. They are now 4.26 seconds behind, which sounds like a lot, but we have seen XCAT reel in their prey from further back than this. So, as the XCAT fleet keep everybody on their toes, there you can see our crowds that are gathering, entertained by what is in front of them, and who would blame them? It is the top order of billings today. Looks like Faz Marine have an issue. These two don't. They are racing Energima and Q8. This is fantastic to see. Fights up and down. And HPI Fujairah Racing management team there. Currently sat in third, letting the front two just battle it out. Followed by XCAT. There is boat number 96, Giuseppe and Rosario. Schiano di Cola brothers and defending champions. They qualified in third. They were very happy with that, and so they should be. But they are hammering through this course, 4 laps in, and they are pushing on and seeing what happens in front of them. And we're hearing that Fazmarine, boat number 3, are limping back to the pontoon. It looks like a little bit of loose duct tape there on their Mercury ROS engine. Could that be an issue later on? I know they've been fighting with their propeller sets this weekend, but fundamentally they seem to be doing okay. And we have a Victory Team vessel running a long lap in lap number 5. I suspect it is number 33, Q8, also running a long lap. So the long laps now starting to show up for some of the XCAT crews here. But we are on board still with boat number 96, HPI Fujairah Racing Team, the defending UIM XCAT World Champions. At this stage of the season, points are what matters. I was speaking to Giuseppe earlier. He was very happy about the fact that it was just about bringing points home. You just carry on. Keep your points tally ticking over. There is boat number 33 of Victory Team. Ahmed Al-Fahim and Gary Ballou starting to get used to the conditions and used to that XCAT. Just a little bit of time needed to adapt. Speaking to Gary earlier, very generous with his time, just describing the feeling inside the cockpit and how different it is to some of the other championships and craft that he has been lucky enough to be a part of. And we're lucky that he is a part of this championship, as we are for everybody. So Ahmed Al-Fahim and Gary Ballou, boat number 33 of Victory Team, out there fighting on. Back in the manager's area, nothing to do but pace. There is Blue Banker. Serafino Malalesi and Andrea Camelo are in there watching on, not able to hit the water. And there is boat number 3, Fazmarine, Arif Al-Safain and Francis Nocella having to retire from the race. Fazmarine of the UAE, Dubai in the UAE, and Fujairah, HPI Fujairah Racing Team are going to take a long lap. They are in third, comfortably so. They're about 18 or so seconds ahead of fourth. While we look at how XCAT boat number 2 are progressing. Sebastian Groth taking a jump. Crikey, they nearly hooked it there. Michael Benson just keeping a hold of the steering wheel. That was very close. I believe the similar thing happened to Sharjah earlier. They hooked it. Yet to be confirmed, it is but my suspicion. But the conditions out there do lend themselves to such an event. Boat number 2 of XCAT representing Sweden. Second last year in this UIM XCAT World Championship. They were extraordinarily close, as we are informed that Energima, boat number 55, will be taking their long lap. Erik Sundblad Johansson, who of course was in that boat number 2 last year, but now is working alongside Marit Stromoy, the decorated powerboat pilot. She is extraordinarily experienced, and I'm sure we will see a lot of her in this championship, which I'm excited to see as the Energima catapult joins more and more. There is Ragesh, the team manager of FAS Marine, and there we are, they're boat number 55. They look like they're going very well. I mean, this should be the last time we see that particular XCAT for Energima. They have a new one on order. It's going to be quite the contraption, I've been led to believe. They are very excited about it. Just the beginning of this championship season came just a little too soon for that new vessel, but they are here in an XCAT nonetheless. And considering this is probably the last time they're going to sit in that XCAT, they might as well send it. I'm all here for it. And we saw this in 88 colours last year. So an XCAT that knows what it's doing under the skin, as they are up to 6th at the moment. Fantastic to see that out there in Energima, just jumping a little as we head towards the timing line. 6 would give them 15 points, which is not a bad return based on what they were doing or thought they might not do on Saturday. Team GB taking a long lap from 2nd. They are undercutting Victory. Brave move. There we can just see the back of Sean Torrenti, the telltale cap, and I bet he's absolutely gutted not to be in his XCAT right now, but good to see him up and about. So back to fight another day for sure. The pack now starting to accordion somewhat. They will come together and separate as time goes by. A reminder that Team GB are taking the long lap. So Victory boat number 7, Victory Team 7 will get away a little bit, but with a strong hint of being able to be drawn in later on. I must say, this is the kind of second Victory Team. I'm just looking through my commentary booth window, taking a bit of air there. And Abdulatif Alamani and Khalid Ali just getting on with business there, running those developmental setup changes to Mercury 300R engines. Speaking to Khalid before and chatting about just where they are with that development. Seems like it's going well, which is positive for everybody. So we are being hosted here by the Fujairah International Marine Sports Club for the opening round of this 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship for the 2nd year in a row. And we are very happy to say that it has been a fantastic experience. No request is too large, and they have been looking after us remarkably well as boat number 17 flies past a fisherman there. Brave chap with the rod and line out there. We are on lap number 7 of this 2nd Grand Prix here on board with Q8 boat 17. You can see the Mercury 300Rs, they have a slightly different colour setup, bluey type of line, as we get confirmation that boat number 7 of Victory Team are going to take a long lap. They are going to dive into those extra nautical miles. And this is where we could see the potential shake-up. They look very well balanced there. It's going to take them a while to get the ballast right to see where they've changed the weight. But they seem to be getting used to it very, very quickly, considering this is only the second competitive time that they are running this setup. So fair play. Victory team there, 2 boats in the running, obviously, 33 and 7. And there is our current leader, Isa and Salim, number 7 of the UAE in Dubai is where they call home. Wonderful turn there. Team GB still nipping at their heels. We still have long laps yet to bank. Well, their setup is fantastic. They're beautifully poised. Bow just out of the water, but not too much that catches too much air, although as I say that, they do. Team GB merely 6.5 seconds behind. This is going to come down to pure grit of the Brits as they chase down Victory Team, desperately trying to claim their first victory of 2025. We have seen omens. The 2024 second round was won by Victory here in Fujairah. This will be 2 years in a row if they can make it stick, as Energima continue their run ahead of boat 17. Energima looking to complete at least 70% of this race, exactly as they did yesterday. They are desperate to add points to make sure that when they come back to the championship in the future rounds, that they have at least something to show from today. And there you can see Energima just firing themselves through the course, as in the background Team GB come out of the mist. Scott and Martin, after putting it on pole on Friday, looking to add to their points tally. This is a much better start of their UIM XCAT World Championship than last year. They struggled, but they finished super strongly with 2 wins in the Al Sharqiya Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia, and a win and a second place in Dubai at the end of 2024, pushing them all the way up to 4th in the standings. They're currently 3rd, and they will push to grab that victory here, but admittedly the season is a long one. There's no sense pushing too hard, making a mistake and squandering the position that they have. Second place, of course, delivering 30 championship points as they throttle down into Echo, Echo 1, Echo 2 and Echo 3. You can still see Victory number 7 just ahead of them. I wonder if they have a slight issue there. The rooster tail looking slightly uncomfortable out of the starboard engine. Might be able to get a slightly better look as they come round the timing buoys. The team looking concerned, maybe. Hard to tell from the back of the head, but you never know. They are pushing nonetheless. But the gap is widening to Victory Team's number 7 boat. Now 9 seconds behind Victory number 10, number 7. Meanwhile, HPI Fujairah Racing Team, boat number 96, are quietly getting on with business. Rosario and Giuseppe, they know that it is about consistency. Antonio not looking too happy. Always looks worried when his boys are in the boat. But he seems content. There you go. Give us the thumbs up. Thank you very much. And they are in 3rd as it stands, We're 9 laps into this second and final Grand Prix here in Fujairah. As the Pace Cat continues just to keep a mindful eye on what's going on. Think of it as a safety car if you're on land. Quite the machine. It's an XCAT without a roof. It's quite impressive. You can see just XCAT out into the distance. That is boat number 17 of Q8. And as we head past the 2/3 marker of this Grand Prix here, just a reminder to make sure you do follow the UIM XCAT World Championship on all of our social media pages, just to see the behind the scenes conversations we have with, for example, Isa and Salim. Always very generous with their time, and they are just doing everything they need to do, slowly cruising, slowly. We're getting up to 140 kilometers an hour. Isa and Salim just calmly getting on with business. They know each other so well. It is almost telepathic, the relationship that they have with each other in the cockpit at this point. As they fire towards the timing boys here, we have a yellow flag, which is white. Don't know where I got yellow from. A white flag here, which signifies the penultimate lap. So Victory just have to keep themselves together here. They just need to stay focused. They just need to keep their mind on the task ahead of them, with Team GB cutting the time down again, but there is not enough time here for Team GB to make up the difference. That white XCAT flag signifying the penultimate lap of this second Grand Prix here in Fujairah in the UAE. Here we have potentially, I don't want to jinx them, potentially our second winners. 2 races, 2 winners. Salim and Isa. Boat number 7 of Victory Team. Team GB desperately trying to catch them, but they won't. They can't. There is not enough time and not enough water left. So we will very shortly see this checkered flag. Boat number 7 just gets around back marker there of boat number 17. It enters the Blue Lagoon. Calmer waters. There will be one turn here. Echo, Echo 1, Echo 2, Echo 3. Checkered flag is out in preparation for boat number 7 of Victory Team. They won the second race of the Fujairah Grand Prix in 2024. They are going to win the second race of the Fujairah Grand Prix in 2025. Isa Al-Ali, Salim Al-Adidi cross the timing boys. The checkered flag is waved and they become our second winners of the 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship. Team GB become the second placed XCAT of this Grand Prix, as the top three look to be completed. It stands to be HPI Fujairah Racing Team, boat number 96. Rosario and Giuseppe Schiana di Colla take third place here in Fujairah. The top three, they started and finished, but there was plenty of battling in between. But it is Victory Team of boat number 7 who are our winners of the second Grand Prix. Team GB in second, and HPI Fujairah Racing Team in third. Team manager getting the praise of the CEO of the Fujairah International Marine Sports Club here. A fantastic achievement on the podium. That is how championships are won. They are the defending champions for a reason. And we are waiting for the rest of the XCAT fleet just to head around the final positions of this course, and we can finish officially. And as it stands, we have Victory 33. Look like they have an engine issue. They've been very, very slow, but they will finish in fourth. And everybody else has throttled down just to complete the course. What a second Grand Prix here in Fujairah. Those two are winners of the second race here. They're also winners of the SpeedCat run, but we have had a fantastic time here as water is handed over. Energima crossing the line here in a very successful and resounding result of 5th, giving them 18 points. That could be really, really useful later in the season. Isa Al Ali and Salim Al Adidi, however, taking victory here. They will leave leading the championship. And they will take more silverware back up the road to Dubai. Confirmation there of Victory Team boat number 7's win here, with Team GB a very respectable second. HPI Fujairah Racing Team a fantastic third. Victory Team 33, again a fantastic performance from the Victory Team yard in 4th, and Energima in 5th, SweCat in 6th. And then we wait for Q8 boat number 17 in 7th. Thaz Marine boat number 3 having to retire, and of course Shadajan Blue Banker not making it out into the water. Well folks, what did we think of that? It's been a great return to the UIM XCAT World Championship. Excitement and drama abound as usual. We expect nothing less from this incredible offshore powerboating championship. The most successful team of the weekend, arguably those two there. SpeedCat run winners. Strong qualifying performance today with a pole position and podiumed in race number 1. They will be the happiest team, but they're a good reason to be happy all round. SweCat just limping across the finishing line there, with wounds to lick. So, discussing their performance. Very professional of them, just having a chat about how and what they had to do. But they will enjoy this victory, I'm sure. They work hard. All the crews work hard, of course. So the fleet will make their way back into the marina here. They will moor themselves on the pontoon. Then we will have the official trophy ceremony, which we will televise. So if you want to see the top 3 plus the qualifiers receive their trophies, then do stay with us, where we will have dignitaries and of course the celebrations. It's been such a wonderful return to the UIM XCAT World Championship. Both feels like no time at all since the end of the 2024 season and the beginning of this one, while simultaneously being an awfully long time. So we have the classic checkered flag being handed over to our victorious victory team, boat number 7. Hold that flag aloft. You have earned it. A fantastic victory, full victory, as they will pack their trophies, pack their XCAT, and head just the hour back up the road to home for the victory team, which is of course Dubai, about an hour up the highway here in the UAE. Victory team, no strangers to winning, but it's not as easy as simply showing up, as we know. These two have worked extraordinarily hard as Rosario and Giuseppe Schiano di Cola pull up to the pontoon. Giuseppe having a chat there, and his brother Rosario still in the cockpit. What a result for these two, considering they have been arguing with their props. That is exactly what we want to see. It's been a good start for the defending 2024 champions, and they are clearly happy with that result. Talking through some of the elements of this second Grand Prix, look at that. It's lovely to see. What a fantastic, fantastic result. Our winners heading back to the pontoon, and the weekend's celebrations continue. But not for too long, I imagine, before each and every one of these XCAT crews will go back to the drawing board and think about the next instalment of this 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship. Make sure to stay glued to the official XCAT Racing website to stay completely informed as to where we will be next and how to interact with this wonderful championship, and of course our wonderful crews. As victory come in to the marina here at the Fujairah International Marine Club, and they will celebrate. They have earned this. All the crews worked so hard, from Sharjah winning yesterday to almost being out there after that crash this morning, to everybody being ready for this new XCAT season, testing, and of course all of our crews on the ground, our TV crews, media crews, safety crews. We thank each and every one of you for making this fantastic championship possible. The waters of Fujairah can be unforgiving, but for those able to conquer the waters of Fujairah, it is worth every ounce of sweat. And boat number 7 just gliding into port there, just waiting to celebrate with their teammates. There we go. be a jump onto the pontoon. The celebrations continue. I can hear the cheering from here, and I am not that close. And whilst it is my great pleasure to thank each and every one of you for being with us today and across the weekend of this opening championship weekend for the 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship, we have our second winner in 2 races, boat number 7 of Victory Team. Remember, if you want to see the trophies being awarded, stay with us. But for now, it is my great pleasure to thank you all for being with us, and I will see you at the next round of the 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship.
مبروك هلا رفاق مبروك نموز مبروك مبروك تستاهلون تستاهلون لا حد يطيح مبروك هلا هلا الحمد لله الحمد لله هلا هلا يا شباب جروب بكتشر جروب بكتشر تعالوا يلا تجدم وايد انجل ونوت وايد انجل اوكي يلا سلوم تعال ابو حكيم تعال ابو حكيم تعال لا تعال ابو حكيم تعال One, two, three. Vamos يا شباب vamos Congratulations. Can I get the key? Thank you. No, how are you? Good to see you. I'm good. Yeah, very well. Yeah. All right. Evo, simți un pic asta, te rog, să mă...
Stai slapă cum trebuie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and motorsport enthusiasts. Thank you first of all for attending this wonderful Grand Prix here in Fujairah, and our extended heartfelt gratitude goes out to the FIMC supporters for their invaluable contributions in making this event a resounding success. Can I get a round of applause, please, for those who have supported this event and made it possible? Thank you. Now I know the teams are eager to get their hands on the trophies for today, and we shall commence by awarding the trophies and prizes for the second pole position qualifying here in Fujairah. In third place, we have HPI Fujairah Racing Team, boat number 96, representing Italia, Rosario Schiano Di Cola and Giuseppe Schiano Di Cola. In second place, after this morning's qualifying pole position session, we have Team GB, boat number 8, Scott Williams and Martin Campbell. Who are making their way to the stage gingerly. And claiming the top spot on the starting grid for today's pole position session from Dubai in the Arab Emirates. It is Victory Team, boat number 7, Salim Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali. A massive congratulations to our pole position qualifying 2 winners. Let's give them a big round of applause for their remarkable performances. Wonderful. If you can ask just the dignitaries to smile for the cameras, that would be fantastic. Well done to all of our top 3 qualifiers there. And I'll let them get down the stairs just a touch. As we move on to the awards for the second race here in Fujairah. It was an electrifying competition filled with strategy, skill and adrenaline pumping action out there on the water. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to announce that the third place trophies go to HPI Fujairah Racing Team, boat number 96, representing Italy. It is once again Giuseppe and Rosario Schiano di Cola. Round of applause for our third position there. And in second position, we had Team GB, boat number 8 from the UK. Top flag waving there. It's still Martin Campbell and Scott Williams. Now it is time to celebrate our race winners here in Fujairah, claiming top spot on the podium. Victory Team, boat number 7 from the UAE, Salim Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali. And of course, without the team manager, it would be a very difficult job to do. So the award for best team manager goes to Ahmed Al-Sumati for exceptional leadership and strategic guidance throughout the race. A round of applause and photos, well done. We will now celebrate this momentous occasion with the national anthem of the UAE. Congratulations to all of our winners. This is from the Marina to His Royal Highness. If we can have the Fujairah, HPI Fujairah for the team photo, please. And if we can welcome Victory Team, please, onto the stage for some photographs. Thank you. And a congratulations to all the winners, making this ceremony an unforgettable showcase of skill and excellence. In closing, we extend our sincere appreciation to our dignitaries and the enthusiastic crowd for joining us in this event. We look forward to seeing you all in the next round of the 2025 UIM XCAT World Championship. Until then, and on behalf of the entire XCAT family, we wish you a wonderful evening and safe onward travels. Thank you.
It was a very hard race. The sweat was pouring into our eyes.
Power isn't special. We don't fit on your canvas. We burn it all to
We need to do more.
'cause we are the outlaws.
After a collision, great competition, great entertainment. What do you want more?